Hey guys, we're here today for another viewpoint video. My name is Regis Lauren and let's dive in. So today we're going to go through 5 very important aspects of global businesses. Like I said at the beginning of the semester, my goal is to move abroad and one day work over there. So I do feel like those 5 very important ones that we will go over at the very foundation of global businesses. Those are the key success of global businesses. So we will go through those. We will understand how company already implemented that and how it can be very negative for your businesses. How if you do not utilize those, you can fail, and we'll go through every aspect of that. So I hope you're ready. Let's start with the very first one. Okay, so the first one will be the importance of institution in global businesses. Understanding the term institution is very important, and there's 2 type of institution in every businesses, in every global businesses to be specific. So there's a formal institution and there's an informal institution. Let's start with the formal institution. So formal institution is pretty much very short to understand. It's not complicated at all, and I don't think you have a lot of problem with it because, hey, you learn about it as soon as you get in the country. If you want to establish a business, mainly it's going to be how the government is, it's working. In that aspect, we'll focus more on taxes. Let's just take the example of taxes. How taxes work. We learned, for example, that France has high tax. So if you want to go to France, you're going to pay a lot of taxes. If you want to go to, let's take an example. If we talk about high taxes, let's talk about low taxes. Let's talk about Dubai. Dubai is the tax dream. Like we said, Habibi, welcome to Dubai, because Dubai is so good on tax level. There's so many people. I even have friends that actually work in Dubai, and their businesses is different places. They provide different things because of the tax level. So the formal institution is very important. You need to understand that for your business to thrive, because there's so many rules that you need to apply to your businesses depending on that. Now let's talk about the other side. The other side is it's the complicated side, and that is the informal institution. Like I said, formal is written on paper. You know exactly what you're supposed to do. You know exactly what you're not supposed to do. With the informal, it's complicated because it's also about the culture. You need to understand the culture of the place you're going. For a specific example will be if you go to a country that, or you know what, let's take a simple example. Let's take my country. If you go to my country and you have a business meeting, you're going to show up on time, because we're in America. On time is very important. But I'm telling you, you're going to wait 2 hours until the people show up, and you will find it very rude. You will get frustrated by doing business with people, but that's the culture. The culture is on time. It's not really on time. You're going to have to show up a little late. And that's something, for example, when I came to the US, I understood that on time is not on time. You have to be 30 minutes early to be on time, really. And that's something you need to learn. And there's different culture aspect like that. For example, I know McDonald's, when McDonald's go to different country, they adapt their menu to the dietary aspect of the country, what people exactly eating. And to do that, they're going to learn the culture so they can learn more. And from that, they can provide a better service. Because if you do not know this, your business will fail. So part 2 will be navigating resources and capability. So as a company, you have access to different assets, and those assets will be people. So that's going to be your asset right there. Your people, the people that you hire. You also have technological assets, and you also have financial assets. And utilizing those 3 different assets, you can create a strong foothold internationally. And we can definitely see that with Apple. Apple used that so wisely that they created this big foothold internationally on the global markets. You can go to any country in the world and you will find Apple, because they have a very strong people assets. Those people are very innovative. The market is different. You get a chance to pick different brain, come up with new ideas. It's just broad. There's so much variety right there that there's a lot that you can create. Okay, so after that, now let's move to the third part. So part 3 will mainly be about 2 different aspects. Okay, let's get comfy with that one, because that's my favorite one. Okay, so in part 3 we have international trade and we have FDI. Okay, so international trade is country trading helping each other's. For example, let's take the example that this country A got more wheat, country B got more oil, country A need oil, country B need wheat, so they exchange for each other. Hey, I'm gonna give you some wheat, you can give me some oil. And that's how we see that a lot with countries. We have ports. That's mainly the main use of port that people do exchange between countries. The second part will be FDI, foreign direct investment. So what does FDI mean? FDI is mainly country A have very good material. For example, let's just take Toyota. Toyota manufacture a lot of cars in Japan. So Toyota is country A, Japan. They decide, hey, let's expand our market. Let's go in different country and invest there and start manufacturing there. So now Toyota moved to the US, manufacture in the US and sell those cars right there. Toyota just opened a brand new market, grew the economy of the US, find people new jobs. It just create a lot more opportunity for the people and for the country in a brand new market. And that's what FDI is. So for part 4, we have a guest, which is my wife. So part 4 will be the dynamic of entrepreneurship in global businesses. So she's an entrepreneur, so she'll be the best person to explain that to us. So hey, what you have to tell us about that, baby?
Okay, so entrepreneurship as it regards to the global market is specifically finding new untapped markets or places where you can be innovative and spread your creativity to other parts of the world. This can be really complicated, but if strategically done, it can result in remarkable growth and innovation worldwide.
So we do understand all this, but if we have to give an example, what would it be?
For me, it would be Nike. So Nike started as a small brand in Japan, but they used innovative marketing skills to launch themselves to a global status, and now they've become a brand that we all wear day to day.
I like Adidas, but hey, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, so I'm back to my lonely self. Let's talk about understanding the competitive dynamic. So it's very, very important, and that is mainly why I kept that for the fifth part. Okay, so you need to understand your competitor, and not only on every scale. On every scale, you need to understand how they work, what they do better than you. What do you do better than them? You need to understand all those different aspects to be able to succeed in that market. Because, for example, I would like to say that the best phone company in the world is Apple. But there are so many people that will disagree with me. But on a global scale, I will be so wrong because the best company in phone will be Samsung, and they proved themselves. On the international scale, Samsung have sold many more phones, many more product that Apple can't even compete with them. In the US, Apple is winning. Outside of the US, on the international markets, Samsung is winning. And it is because Samsung understands their competitor. There's so many phone company out there, but Samsung understands their competitor, study the competitor, look at every aspect of the international market, and they are dominating this market. So it's very important to be very knowledgeable of what's going on around you, what's going on in the market, what's going on mainly in the international market. Well, that's what we're focusing on, so you can thrive. So here we go. Okay, so we went over 5 very important information about how to succeed in global businesses. You need to know each of them individually because they're very relevant. Not utilizing one can jeopardize you. So you have to utilize all 5 of them in every global businesses that you do. My goal is one day to be abroad and work abroad. And now that I have those knowledge, I know how to better the firm that I will work at. Or like we had a guest here, an entrepreneur. If my wife decided to be an entrepreneur internationally, she got me. I know all the information. So stay tuned, stay informed. It was nice to talk to you throughout the whole semester. You have a great one.